The LAN was like very interesting finals. Like I don't know how to explain what just happened. I think the format is a pretty horrendous idea. Like 15 squads zone 1 in a LAN final is like completely unheard of. Game 5, like everything just started clicking. We all started playing insane. Like, before the game, I called it we won. And as soon as I saw zone pop, I was like, oh my god.
We've just won.
It's just over.
Everyone here was Zer0 just after winning the finals. Zer0, it was a sudden victory, but overall a challenging one. Game 1, you started pretty well. Game 2, Game 3, a bit bumpy. Then Game 4, 5, 6, you hit your stride. So what was happening in Game 4, 5, 6 that was working out for you guys?
So Game 1, like pretty much the hardest zone possible. Like Bionomics, extreme bottom right of the map. Zone N's top core, extreme top left of the map.
Okay.
Like getting 12 points in that, like I hate like insane reset. Getting 12 points in that was insane. Like we were playing really well.
Yeah.
Like basically we haven't lost a fight the entire tourney.
Okay.
It's like, even though like losers happened, things like that, like we did get target inted by LG, genuinely. But then, yeah, Game 2 we got inted very hard by Green Sega.
Kill him! I need help! I'm dead! It's crypto, it's just crypto, just crypto! Nice! I'm dead! Dead. Run! I can't. There's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah.
Game 4 as well. We like had a free win, and they just Valcor right behind us in Godspot.
Right, okay.
And then Game 5, like everything just started clicking. We all started playing insane.
Yeah, Game 5 you had a lot of kills. It was like 11, I think, right?
Yeah.
We're good. I'm looking for kills. I'm picking this down. I'm picking this down. On the wall. Rampart. Cracked. 1. Ballistic. Dead. Nice. Top 2. Top 2. 2. Top 1. Watch out, Watson. Nice. I got swapped. Let's go. Go, baby.
Like I've wanted Hal and Ballistic for like a long time, but like it never really works because Ballistic is usually unbanned, but Crypto is unbanned. And if he plays like Fuse, that's what I mean. If Fuse is usually unbanned when Ballistic is unbanned, so he needs to play Fuse, and then Wxltzy has to play Crypto, so we can't really swap. But yeah, him on Ballistic, it's like the best thing for his playstyle.
Oh, nice.
Game 1 on Ballistic, like that's the first game on Ballistic he's played in like a while as well.
Wow, okay.
And big win that game was like very, very clean, good rotates. Zone was pretty interesting. Game 5 was. That was one we won.
That's the one with 11 kills, and then Game 6 is when you won.
Yeah, Game 6 is like, that was the first time I played that comp. Like Hal and Wraith, me on bangs, like our signature characters. Pretty funny. Like, before the game, I called it we won. And as soon as I saw zone pop, I was like, oh my god.
We've just won.
It's just over.
Okay, I had a question though. You went from the building to the bridge. Why did you swap?
Come up. Yeah. What? Yeah. This is. Okay, coming. Right. Commit to the swing, please. Okay, I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. Pressing. You running? Yeah. 1, 10. I'm swinging. No, I'm getting. They're getting started. Reset on spot. Okay, I'm gonna get a jump back. They took that building. They went to the fence. I'm multi-telling.
So that backtrack spot is like usually go spot for like pretty much all those zones, but I like pulled a bit towards building again. Yeah. Like the zone after we left, like just after we left. But playing it first zone, especially like with our comp and loot, you're always getting entered by someone.
Right.
And it was Green Sego again, just entered
so
Sol
they
back
got
there
in for you. Okay.
with third party for free, and then there's 3 squads left. And then funnily enough, Strafing, who was the team in Ravine the entire game, thought the other team was us and just spent 2 minutes just hard inting them.
Right. Were you waiting to the third party? Was that the plan? Or you were trying to get to the other building? Were you just waiting for the third party?
Yeah.
Okay. This is obviously your first win with Hal. A lot was made of like your interactions with each other. What's your perspective on it? I think obviously there was a featured stage so people could hear you maybe more often than they normally would. Like, why does it work for you, that communication style, and what do you have to say about it?
I was like, not gonna try and argue that it's healthy or anything.
But why are you chasing him? Wait for me to heal. We down one for free. Just
I fucking held for like 3 seconds and he didn't peek, and then I climbed to peek.
Okay, that's fine. It
and
does not fucking matter. It does not fucking matter what he does.
Shut the fuck up.
Just sit there and hold me.
Shut the fuck up.
But like, it's 2 people who respect each other enough.
Yeah.
So nothing we say like really sticks. And like we both live in Austin, like go out IRL a lot. It's not like we're gonna start hating each other randomly, especially outside of game.
I mean, sportsmen are like that, aren't they? Sportsmen, like they on the pitch, it's like you might be fierce, but then they're mates after. Is it kind of like that relationship? Yeah. Okay. Sure. So how about Wxltzy? Obviously, what did you direct him? What advice did you give him as a, you've won and it's his first event? What were you telling him? What were you whispering in his ear?
It was kind of weird. Like my first LAN win, I was like absolutely freaked out. It was like a big break, but for him, he's like on our team. And the LAN was like just very interesting finals. Like I don't know how to explain what just happened.
Okay.
Like 15 squads zone 1 in a LAN final is like completely unheard of.
Okay, yeah. So how impactful was the legend bans, and do you think you should continue doing legend bans?
I'm not sure if legend bans are like the problem with why games have been so much worse quality. But Newcastle meta was like quite depressing as well. But legend bans like definitely really good for the good teams. There's not many flexible players in the game at all. Especially like a lot of control players struggle playing different characters, but Walt is like probably the most flexible control player. Like he went from hard IGLing, on bang, only entry fragging, to playing crypto. It's like not many people can really handle that.
So how many legends are you trying to each learn? Are you trying to learn what's like a decent number for you to be like healthy in competition? Like
basically, one person only plays cat fuse, and then if fuse gets banned, you maybe play a third. That's like fairly simple. Like ballistic is like not really a character, so like you can chuck anyone in ballistic. They just run at someone, it's all good. And then someone else plays Newcastle crypto. Basically the entire time, and then like a Watson something like that, and then me like just try to take all like the hardest characters. So,
what are the hardest characters?
Just like entry space making characters and like rotational characters. Like that series I played Alter Ash, Wraith Bang, and sometimes like get to like 5 or 6 in a series.
Yeah, because they were starting to get like into interesting bans, but you just won like suddenly. You said it was an interesting finals. Obviously, a lot more teams in like the end circles. What do you think of the format of having like a lot of free agent teams in the finals? How is it different for you?
I think the format is a pretty horrendous idea. Like
how would you make it better?
The idea of it is cool because you want teams that don't have the opportunity to show out. Like have their break. But Apex is the least gatekept esport in the world. Like it's an open call to Pro League, and you play against the best teams. So if you can't make it out of CC, I don't know. But Twogaholics is like really the only one that actually like showed something, and then in finals they kind of just did nothing as well.
So if you could tweak the format but still have this kind of open, what would you do?
I think just groups are a good idea because like for us especially, we had 100 points group 1, bad lobby, and then group 2 we get target entered by the team that wins first game. But we get taken out and we're in losers and we can't get top 10 seed for the rest of the tourney, and then we won like 3 out of the next like 5 lobbies.
Wow,
And we're like, we have more points than ever in the land, but we can't get top 10. It doesn't really seem that great.
Yeah, people are making a lot of you like almost being eliminated. Was it actually that scary for you? You kind of like fine?
Only the second last group. Second last group was actually pretty worrying.
Right, and how does this win rank with your other ones? Because I've been present for many of them and been, grown up and like different. How does it rank?
Well, I'm not sure if our point average was higher than Split 2 London, but I think Split 2 London was like, Sweden was like the best, and then Split 2 London, and then probably champs, and then this one. So
it's all about points. It's not about something else, not like emotion or like, is it all about how many points you got, how many kills you got?
Sweden will always be like the most important to me for sure. I think it's like the best one I played, but I think point average is like the best stat, especially with no starting points, and like, taking into consideration like our draft. And Seoul deciding to land epicenter instead of Geyser randomly, and then just coming 17th. That was pretty cool.
Did you want to shout any other teams apart from like Twogaholics you think did pretty well this event? Any?
Well, I think Head of Thieves like showed promise. Like they had a 110-point group, playing hard zone, but I think the draft like really hindered them. Really random draft. Like there's really no explanation for what. Like third picking E-Bank, it's like not even a top 5 POI, top 7 POI on the map, and they pick it third overall. But I mean Alliance, like. It seems like it's going to be another year of us and Alliance. Fair
enough. And what does this win mean for you? That's my last question. I mean, did you know it was going to come? Were you worried that it wouldn't come? Did it take longer than you expected to win an event?
Definitely took longer than expected. Like, considering last year, like we had one event 20th, but the other 3, very winnable. Very, very winnable. Probably should have won 2 at least. And then just watching other people take my trophy every land gets pretty depressing over and over again.
What was you said on stage? You said it was not. You didn't say it was easy. You said it was needed a challenge. What was it you said on stage?
It was pretty free.
And do you genuinely feel that? Or is it just a meme?
Yeah, I think there's like 4 teams in the game. But like Strafing's team does pretty well. Not sure like how good zones were for them, but I think a few of them like quite fortunate. But yeah, like us, 100 Thieves, Shopify, Alliance. But Alliance just seems like bit of a different level compared to the other 2.
Fair enough. So they're your main challenge, you think?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for the interview.